Nice. Okay. Well, I feel bad denying the Suck listeners another man-free episode, but I had to join, guys. Sorry, I had to come back.
Yeah, we're legally only allowed one per year. Per season, I guess, but it's the same.
I put it in their contract that they all signed.
There's an estrogen cap off that we hit.
You have to give the people what they want, you know?
Mm.
And it's men.
Yeah, it's called the Succ. You know where I'm going with that.
Have a certain amount of suckage, you know?
Yeah.
No Phil today, so I volunteered to be the transition guy. Yeah, I feel like it's only right, you know. I'm gonna try and get his like gravelly voice going, but it's just
his honey, his rye and honey sort of.
Yeah. I don't got the drawl though. I got nothing like that.
I think you've got something. And
I got something. Felt very.
You've got something good.
I got something going on.
Phil's really kind of the Johnny Cash of podcasters.
Yeah.
And Matt kind of comes up as like the Jerry Lee Lewis of
People are saying this online. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
More.
Yeah. You can only run from it for so long.
We lost Ashley.
We did.
She's gonna come back though.
She's coming back. I can feel
that. We know that.
I wonder if our internet went out.
Maybe she just felt like the energy was bad, you know?
Yeah,
like when you have a baby and the
just the vibes are wrong.
Bad vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, what if you start the podcast episode and the vibes are bad? You know?
Yeah, you just leave. That's all.
Just leave. It doesn't matter how many patrons you have.
Yeah. Don't say goodbye or nothing.
Yeah. No.
Is she Irish? That would make sense that she left it that way.
I think she's Scottish or something like that.
That's close enough. That's the same thing.
It's basically the same shit. Yeah. Well, that's you too, right?
Yeah.
You got
I'm kind of confused. I thought maybe I had some Irish, but it's mostly Scotch, I think.
Okay.
There she is.
Welcome back. Can you hear us? I love that it just gives me an alert. Participant Ash is having a problem. Yeah, we know.
Oh.
That's never not been the case. I say that respectfully.
It's like a life alert.
Yeah.
It just like lets us know. Send help.
I want to get a little, Matt, I'm going to get a little bracelet and I'm going to program it. So like every time I'm just sort of like thinking about getting bangs or like, haven't put my laundry away in 2 weeks, it's just going to send you a little message that's like, Justine needs help.
She's not girl bossing right now. She's having problems.
Justine is not slaying to her full potential.
Yeah, she needs a jump start.
Every time somebody's having a problem on this platform, I'm not going to name it because they're not sponsoring us.
Mm-hmm.
I want to press their little hand button because I feel like that'll help somehow, even though I can't interact with it.
Everyone who's having a
All right, so welcome to another episode of The Succ. We finally got Ash back. We're good. We're ready to go. So do you want to start with the best 2021 tweets? I guess we probably should because we're already behind on it.
Yeah, let's.
True.
It's because I was dying in the hospital and I won't be shamed for it.
Yes, you will.
Justine, bump your gain up a little bit if you don't mind.
If I can read the tweets, Justine. Bump your gain, Justine. God.
Oh, while we're getting to that, corrections for last week.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Infinity collars typically cannot be removed by the wearer, we are told.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that's the issue.
Yeah, we kink shame the wrong person in this.
Okay.
I think we kink shame the right person still. Just take it off, you fucking freak. Imagine like having to talk to your mom and be like, okay, Mom, I can take off the infinity collar for the family photos for Christmas, but I got to get my daddy Dom to come over real quick and unlock this.
And I
You're
know
what,
how
sweetie?
you feel about him joining us on the holidays.
Say goodbye to your inheritance at that point. That's a joke. I've never met anyone who has an inheritance, and I don't think that's a real thing. I think that's just something they made for movies.
Yeah.
You get $48.
All right. So I've got some really good tweets. I collected these a couple of weeks ago. They were meant to be for the New Year's show because they're some of the best of 2021. Again, I was dying in the hospital.
Yeah, you can't falter.
Exactly.
She came through for all of you.
That's why we're doing it now.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, so the first one we've got at AIMEE_T3R3TART.
Great, yeah.
Sure. Or TARD. Oh, TARD. Oh no. Okay, got it. Oops.
There you go. All right.
That's one thing I really need to say here. I cannot be held liable for anybody's Twitter username. That's not my problem.
I'm sorry. Not our issue. Yeah. Take it up with them. You can tweet at them or block them, whatever you want to do.
It's okay. Perfect. But yes, as Matt said, we are encouraging you. If there's any slight, tiny thing that you don't like about these usernames or tweets, definitely reach out to them. Let them know. Send them hate mail, gang stalk, and harass them.
No.
We endorse this and are suggesting it.
Gang stalking. Harassment. Do it on your own time and don't say that you learned about them here.
Yeah. No, tag our official Succ podcast account. All right. So without further ado, you follow God damn it. Oh, you follow girls because they're hot? That's cool, man. I only follow girls who are funny. And sure, they're ugly, real hogs, real dog-faced uggos, but I don't even care, buddy, because I'm a feminist. And then the fist emoji.
Same here, bro.
Yeah. And then a longtime favorite of mine, Molly at Chain Chompist. Poop is really the cum of the ass.
And it is.
So true. So true, Queen. And now this one comes from our very own Willow, who is now at Buttcopter on Twitter, which rocks. And again, that is at Buttcopter, BUTTCOPTER, Buttcopter.
Yeah.
Give our Willow a follow.
Like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell.
Yeah, the bell that definitely exists on Twitter. Hit the tip jar if you have. I don't know. If
tip jar.
I do.
Did you get the tip jar?
I did not.
It's only a matter of time.
Then just send an envelope full of unmarked bills to Willow's address. Okay. I put on the sorting hat. It frowns. Penised individual, sneers the snorting hat. At which point, two Dementors float in and nearly stab me nearly to death. J.K. Rowling appears from stage left, cheering and applauding. Thank you for being one of the good ones. She gives me $5. I bleed out.
It's been long enough that I forgot about that one. That's great.
I'm glad that it took a couple of weeks so that you could get some time removed from it. Yeah. And I do like that someone really kindly in your replies pointed out that is €3.75, whatever their cents are. Thank you. That was important and we needed to know.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I love that type of guy.
Yeah, because we need to. Yeah, I think you need to make your jokes, global.
Yeah.
To get the reach, you really.
That's why you should have done it in crypto. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, what is the exchange rate? What is $5 in like
$5
Ethereum?
in Ethereum. I'm not going to do the calculation now, but it's probably somewhere around 0.00001368. Something like that. Practical numbers you can easily use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your everyday life.
This is just like the metric system. We've got this one's really stupid, and this one's pretty much just for me. Sorry. At Craig Evil, standing at attention, permission to bust it down funkier than any white boy that's ever done it before, sir. And again, just for me. I don't care if you guys don't like it.
It's fine.
As a funky white boy myself,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like it.
Yeah.
Representation is important, so.
A quirked up funky white boy who's low key kind of nice with it. Would that be?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been called as much, so.
Yeah. We've got at Comrade Toguro, Toguro. Motherfuckers be like, I'm submissive and breedable. How about you make your resume submitted and employable?
Amen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then an immediate reply underneath from Comrade Toguro. But if you're submissive and breedable, woman, hit my line. So,
Still got to get it in, all right?
Yeah.
Respect it.
We've got at Cool and Fungi, Fungi. All white lady recipes have a paragraph, like my husband, guy who looks like Abby Shapiro's husband, and children. Grantler, 9. Adam Gale, 6. And Partsley, 3. Love this recipe, and I hope you do too. Mama Jennifer's Happy Belly Kitchen is brought to you in part by Raytheon.
Sorry, the first one was Grantler, and that one, I can't believe I haven't heard that before, but that's like so perfect.
The names are the best. For some reason, it's Grantler. Adam Gale that really gets
me. Is it one word?
Yeah.
Just Adam Gale. Okay, I like that.
Grantler, Adam Gale, and Partsley. We've got a very good friend of mine. Shout out to at Seltzer Genius. And now this one isn't even funny. I included this one because it's true and I think people need to know. If you come to my house, you can rest assured that there will be a roll of paper towels waiting for you in the bathroom. Sure, out in the real world, it's considered trashy or wasteful, but when you're alone in there with wet hands, your drying experience is our little secret. Part 2. Other hosts might, out of deference to style or class, or worse, environmental friendliness, expect you to mush your wet fingers into their mildewy, months unwashed hand towels, leaving you to inevitably recognize the futility of wiping wet on wet and use the ass of your jeans. Not I, man. You're a guest, not a fucking animal. And I agree. There's no comedy in this. No, it's just good. Very important to me.
Yeah, the popular thing with like housewives in Florida, I've noticed. I'm ashamed that I know this, but they have like themed paper towels that they put out, and then they put them in the bathroom for the party. So it'll be like, if it's a birthday, there's themed hand towels, and it's incredibly wasteful. Like it's a single use, like huge ass like napkin thing. Then you toss it. There's like a waste paper basket right there, and it's completely full of these fucking ugly ass, like happy birthday Grantler fucking napkins in there. Yep.
I really like the idea of just a big fucking roll of like your average Bounty paper towels. Like that is the hand drying experience that I want. I love it.
Yeah, nothing's better than that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
So at nostyle_no_grace. Women love Candy Crush because the colors remind them so much of harvesting berries. And men love Clash of Clans because they have an innate desire to battle. Again, not as funny, but just very true to me.
I do love to battle.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Justine, you love to battle as well, though. You're a battler, so
yes,
I've seen you. You got bloodlust.
Yeah,
You should see her play Crusader Kings. She's an absolute psychopath. Like, worse than me by far. Mm-hmm. She's invading anybody weaker than her around her. Nightmare.
Yeah. Although you were the one who did suggest that we gang up on the entire Byzantine Empire.
We're going to take that motherfucker down, is what I'm saying.
Also, speaking of, a little bit of an aside, speaking of insane behavior during Crusader Kings, I've been threatening Matt to record him, and I haven't thus far, but I need you all to know that every time we're playing, every probably half hour into the mic, he just goes, God, I love to kill Muslims.
They're not supposed to be in the Iberian Peninsula with me, okay? I'm trying to reconquista that shit.
And it is because he's the empire of Hispania.
All right, okay.
Nope. Moving on. I just needed everybody to know. Can't say that one. I'll send that one to the group chat later. Sorry. At Plopadap. Yeah. Normalize peeking at your Christmas presents. Fact, people with ADHD and anxiety are often distressed when put on the spot opening their gifts. Peeking allows them to plan and rehearse their reactions ahead of time. I think that's really important.
Yeah. I like that because that feels like that could be an actual thing that you saw, like a screenshot from Tumblr or something.
Again, this is a couple of weeks ago. This actually, I could be actually just have been being very mean just now. I don't know if that was a joke tweet or not. And if it wasn't, plop it up. I'm really sorry.
If it wasn't a joke, that does seem kind of nice. Help
in the screenshot, very helpfully for myself, I left in the full screenshot where the first reply is to the people who don't realize this is a joke. This is a joke.
Okay,
there's a very nice little message to myself there.
Wait, can we unpack it again? Just rewind. It was people with ADHD
and anxiety.
Okay.
They're often distressed when put on the spot opening their gifts.
I bet you so many people enthusiastically agreed with that. And they were just like, yes, queen. I absolutely do need to see my fucking presents early.
I actually require kind of a reverse registry where everyone makes me a big list of everything they got me so that I can tell them if I like it or not.
Part of the pleasure of gift giving for me is putting my friends on the spot with a gift that I did a poor job with, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I get my rocks off. So
yeah. That rocks because you really put me on the spot not receiving anything from you. So that was
hey, speaking of which, do you see that?
Yeah. I made Matt a father in the most platonic way possible.
Yeah. Yep.
As it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, I didn't make Matt a father. Nope.
No, Justine adopted me 2 baby orangutans. Not 1, 2 baby orangutans. Now, I'm kind of bummed that they just told me, like, they sent me these 2 adorable orangutan baby doll plush things, but then they just didn't tell me their names or anything about them. Nothing.
I think it's for you to get to know them. You know, you've got to live with those 2 baby monkeys for a little while.
I see. Okay.
You have to choose. You have to choose your own names. You have to sort of feel out their personalities, like a real baby. Maybe one of them has bad vibes, and you don't want to keep it. You know, that's why I got you 2.
No, I'm keeping them regardless, but I'm just gonna give it a bad name I don't like.
Yeah, you know? Like what? You're gonna name it like Tanner?
No, I think Grantler. I'm obsessed. I'm sorry. Yeah, Grantler the orangutan. He just has really bad vibes. He just has such nasty vibes.
Yeah, Grantler and Matt Jr.
Matt Jr.'s vibes are impeccable, though. I absolutely love Matt Jr.'s vibes.
Matt Jr. Which one's which do you think back there? Which one's Matt Jr.? Which one's Grantler?
I think the one further back is Grantler, and the one closer to me is Matt Jr. because he loves me so much. So,
yeah.
And I wanted to keep the bad vibes, Grantler, away from me and us by proxy. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That
was really nice of you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
We've got at suicide pussy.
All right. I like this person.
Yeah, that was the whole. That's the whole joke. Some people go their whole lives without ever really figuring out what they need to be happy. But I finally know. It's a huge tittied IDF bitch putting me in some insane Krav Maga chokehold and activating my prostate with her service pistol.
All right, that one's giving me post envy. That one I wish I came up with. That's a good one.
That one I screenshotted it and I was like, Matt vibes for sure.
Yeah. Activated my prostate
with their service pistol.
That's the part that I'm like, yeah, there you go. I don't know what that means, but I kind of do, I guess.
You've never had your prostate activated, Matt? No?
You go, what? No. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Good to know. All right. We've got at burner, don't ask. Neo, waking from the Matrix. Whoa, my asshole is aching. Morpheus nervously. You must have done a really big poo in the Matrix. All right, I'll let Burner know that one didn't land for him. Now this is a different Willow, actually.
What?
And yeah, it's a secondary Willow, or well, not secondary. It's an equal Willow.
a secondary Willow.
A Grantler Willow, if you will.
You're the Matt Jr. Willow, and then we got the Grantler Willow, whose tweet we're reading right now.
And this Willow has given me permission to read her Twitter name out loud. Express permission.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. This is
go ahead, say it.
This is at MK Ultra Tranny. I'm sorry, she said I could. If Jesus didn't want to be crucified, then he shouldn't have been so damn narcissistic. I'm the son of God. Oh yeah, did your mommy tell you that? You ask me. He had it coming. Let's see. Is that all of them? That might be all of them.
We got the best tweets of 2021.
Oh, we've got one more from our very own Matt, actually. Nice. And he is at Distasteful Man on Twitter. And I think Instagram also, right?
Love that right? Guy. On everything.
Oh, on everything. Love it.
Yeah, great brand cohesion.
Oh, there's actually one more after Matt's. I'm bad at looking. But anyway, Matt's is... Sorry. Entering into a daddy Dom little girl relationship just to claim a child tax credit and leaving her at a Chuck E. Cheese's in Wyoming before she tries any creepy sex shit. And this is one of my all-time favorite Matt posts, I think, actually.
Yeah, it feels much worse to hear it read back to myself. Yeah, it definitely lands in a weird way, but yeah.
There's a reason I didn't include any of my tweets.
I think it's so funny that like some people were actually mad about that for some reason. Like how he's literally not doing the creepy thing.
Yeah.
I thought I tried to make it obvious, and they were like, "Really, Matt? Really?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying I don't want that. I'm just it's a joke about it's gross. That's the joke.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you had pushed it too far in that direction, then you would have gotten people like, that's kink shaming and that's mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's really no
I'm
winning.
all about.
Yeah.
I love kink shaming.
It's cool and
it's a cool thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
And this one again is kind of just more for me, but I had to end out with it or close out with it. At Glass Duster, when Tolkien wrote about dungeons deep and caverns old, he was talking about the MILF pussy. Those are. I'm not claiming to be objective or like an authority in any way, but those are some of my personal favorite tweets of 2021.
Yeah. Justine is our the Succ like connoisseur and selector, if you will, of the best tweets. Absolutely. Just period.
Your Twitter apologist.
Yeah, exactly. All
right, I took up way too much time. Go ahead.
No, you're perfect. So there was something that I really wanted to talk about, and that was the woman who farts in jars, which I can't remember if we talked about that on the actual podcast, but we definitely talked about it in the chat. And yeah, so there's that woman from 90 Day Fiancé, and she actually farts into jars and then sells them, and she was making like $35,000 a month, I think she was making.
Something like that.
Yeah, like just an absolutely insane amount of money for farting into jars, which is already like really deeply troubling, as a society. Like, at what point is the decadence too much? You're buying jar farts for $35,000. It's insane, Yeah. But it gets worse.
One of them was $35,000.
No, she was selling many of them. I don't remember how many. It was a lot of them though.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, cap numbers.
Yeah, Jamie, bring those numbers up. No, so she related to this issue. She actually harmed herself farting. She almost had a heart attack from farting too much. She was trying to induce too many farts because she wanted to fill those jars up and make more fucking cash money.
She was making 1,000 per jar, by the way.
Wow,
really?
I would fart so much.
I know, and you don't blame her, right?
Right.
No,
I would do it until I died. So
Yeah.
she really has more restraint.
Actually die.
I frequently find myself farting for free. I mean,
Absolutely. Sometimes almost to death.
Yeah, I really also can relate to the idea of like farting so hard that you have a heart attack. Like when I was 17, I used to work at a burrito restaurant. So like, I get it, man. Yeah. I get it. Like a fast casual, like Chipotle style eatery. Yeah. I don't blame her.
That break room must have been rough.
We didn't have a break room. We had a walk-in cooler where we kept the weed.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know the burritos are going to be good. The higher your fucking person making it is.
Yeah, and the less place that they have to escape work.
Yeah.
And the fartier it smells because they don't have a place to fart.
Yeah. We were, oh my God, that walk-in cooler, like, we would just be in there just smoking weed and farting on each other.
That was the life.
Raising the temperature of all the food kept in there by like 10 degrees because there's like 7 of us crammed in. Shout out to Poncheros on Edgewood Road in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I hope you guys are doing well.
Am I gonna have to bleep that out?
No.
We can get sponsored by them, I'm sure.
That was 10 years ago. So if anyone has a problem about me mentioning it, I'm sure everyone who worked there when I worked there is either like in some form of like rehabilitation or
from
deceased.
Like the farts?
Yeah, from the farts. Yeah, and not any of the drugs that we were doing. Definitely.
Similar to this woman. Yeah.
Yes.
Similar to this woman who was hospitalized for farting too much. She almost had a heart attack. Let's bring it back, okay, to the poor lady who farted so many times into jars that she had a heart attack or almost had one.
Modern day.
I think she described it as like a near heart attack experience. What a pussy,
to know
though.
what that means.
What a fucking pussy. Just have a heart attack. You fucking
Yeah.
come on. A near heart attack experience.
No such thing as halfway crooks. Did you have a heart attack from farting or did you not?
Exactly. Way less of a good story if you almost have a heart attack. A fart attack, if you will.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Someone had to do it.
No.
You know it was going to be me.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Sorry.
Thank you, Matt.
But the whole point.
Doing it.
You're welcome. I follow my sword.
I hate the next part of the story so much.
But this is the best part of the story. Like, it's already very good, but the best part is that now, because she almost farted herself to death, she's just making NFTs of the farts. She's not even farting into the jars anymore. It's a layer of abstraction so great that you can't even experience the fart. If you're a craven, nasty little fuck that wants a jar fart from a lady that was on 90 Day Fiancé, you can't even sniff the fart from the jar.
What I do like about this, though, is that I'm sure that anybody buying an NFT of a fart jar kind of already smells like a fart jar, and thus,
for sure.
And thus the notion of the true self persists within the false self.
Yeah, no, that is exactly where I was going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's shadow self, the fart self, if you will.
But what do these NFTs look like? Who's designing these NFTs? Who's drawing them? I have so many questions about this.
I don't even know.
So much.
On an unrelated note, I'm really happy about this new graphic design gig I got. I can't really really give any details, but
I'll draw the fart jar. Just give me like 20%. We're good to go. God.
Yeah, it's great. But like the thing about the fart jar NFTs is that like is that the art is secondary because it's not even like they're just tokenized fart. You're buying the idea of the fart. You're not even buying the art like you are buying the art just as like a tag thing. But it's really about you virtually bought the concept of someone farting into a jar, which is like, good God, man, how much worse can it get? It can't get worse than this. You're buying NFTs of fart jars, dude.
Well,
that's it. That's actually worse than the shitty Bored Apes.
Here's the thing.
It gets worse later in this episode. So
all right,
just hold tight.
I do want to point out that the website that you can buy these NFTs from says that 100 of the virtual fart jars will be redeemable for real world fart jars.
Thank God. Okay.
Right.
Thank
and then
God.
another 70 tokens will be redeemable for used panties, and 30 of them will be redeemable for some other used lingerie.
Okay.
So
thank you. So you do get something.
So how much are the NFTs? Does anybody have Jamie? Can you tell me?
At the moment, 0.05 Ether. And according to this Gizmodo article, at the time of publication, that was about $191.
That's
before the fees.
Like 0.05 Ether.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
weird.
It's like 16 grand.
Yeah. No, it's
the 5,000 fart jars for a total of 0.05 Ether.
Oh, I got you.
I think that's what
that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. Nice. Anyway, I'm purchasing one now. Moving over the funds from the Patreon, and we own one, guys. We own a virtual fart jar.
God, what would the Succ be without a Stephanie Motto fart jar? A fart jar that may turn into panties at some point. We don't know.
I'm shipping it to my place. I'm putting it right next to Matt Jr.
I don't know. I didn't get to see the monkeys before they were sent out. Can you move their arms? Can you make them like hug the fart jar?
Yeah. I mean, they have like they don't like cling, you know.
Right.
I've tried, but they don't cling or love you. But they do
love
have
you.
Yeah.
They just
one of them does.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Grantler. He's got pretty shitty vibes, but
they just have a different way of showing it. The monkeys are very similar to my father in a way.
Yeah, the monkeys are trying their best, just like your dad.
Yeah, the monkeys want to have a very stern talk with you about the economy for some reason. And you're waiting for their coffee in the morning. It's 6 a.m. and you're so tired.
He wants to let you know that your car's making a weird noise, and he thinks he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grantler.
Yeah, Grantler is really pissed because he was in your car the other day and he noticed that you didn't have a flashlight in the glove box. And Grantler taught you better than that. Grantler's really disappointed.
We have on the show notes here that Justine found the worst article.
She did.
Okay.
That's me. I did that. I found it just for you.
Could you tell us about this article?
Yes. And specifically, I do need you guys to know, I care so much about this podcast. I paid $1 for a premium subscription to the independent.co.uk. So you know that this goes against every single one of my personal beliefs.
Breaking through international paywalls to access British journalism.
I will be canceling this subscription on air the moment I'm done reading this article. So this is in the Independent Premium Voices section. And we've frequently talked on this podcast about uplifting and centering voices. And I think we need to downcast and decenter anyone who had anything to do with this.
Okay. British people in general, or just this article?
Yes. This article is titled, "I've got a mild case of Omicron envy. Have you?" Little line underneath. "I've known loads of people who have had the thing twice by now, but my lateral flow tests have so far all proved negative," writes Jenny Eclair.
Oh, Jenny
That's not a name, by the way. That's fucked up. And she looks like, you can't really see it. I'll show you later. Maybe put a little link to her photo somewhere in the Patreon Discord. She looks like the worst English teacher you've ever had. She pronounces schedule as schedule for sure. She's got that very spiky older woman haircut with like the deep red lipstick that doesn't work with her complexion, which is very British complexion. So that's where we're at with that.
I think she's quiet. I remember seeing her and thinking immediately, she's like quietly a TERF until she's very loudly a TERF.
Yes, that's the big vibe that she's giving.
Why do they always like that? Why do they look like that?
Got to be able to find each other, you know?
In the dark.
By being ugly as fuck.
I want to go up to people and just be like, "Hey, you're ugly as shit. Are you a TERF? You're ugly as fuck."
Hey.
The person's just like, "No, I'm just ugly. What are you talking about?" Oh, I'm sorry.
And I want you to know, by the way, I'm trying to read this article. The Independent has such a shitty website that it just, like, my phone hates it, and I keep having to refresh the page. Okay, so it starts out, "Here's a weird new thing, Omicron envy." And the page refreshed again. Sorry about that. One sec. Omicron envy. "I've got it, and I suspect some of you may have it too." She's already doing that thing that a woman in another article that we made fun of recently did, where she has something fucking psychotic in her brain and is trying to get us all to agree that we have the same fucking psychotic thing, just like the "I hate my husband" lady.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, no, you definitely also want COVID for sure."
Yeah, everybody wants it. That's been happening all the time. That's the big news.
That's why so many people don't want to get vaccinated. It's not because
like, it's my turn for COVID. Breathe into my mouth. Spit in my eyes.
I'm talking about those of us who feel fit and well enough to withstand the new variant, rather than those who would be very adversely affected by it and are slightly miffed that we haven't managed to catch a nice mild dose of it by now.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
She's like dosing?
Those of us who would be Katniss, we would step forward. We would be tribute.
And that paragraph is complemented so well by just the beginning of the next sentence. "As a freelancer who was off work anyway."
That's fucking pretty, dude.
Yeah.
Really selling it.
Yeah. It could have tied in nicely with staying home and doing sod all, which is British for fuck all, I think.
Sod all.
Yeah, I hate these fucking people. Go eat a bean. "As it happened, I was already in bed for hours on end," which, like, okay. I am also doing this. But I'm not here pretending like I deserve COVID valor. Like, I guess I don't understand what it is she wants out of it, and she doesn't ever really explain it. Or
She's
maybe
just
she
talking about
did.
how good her fucking life is.
Like, she could have very well, I guess, explained why she wants it. But like, she's British, so like, I'm reading into this article and my brain just won't like retain it. It's so it would have been convenient to have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. But one of the birds doesn't have to be killed. You only want to kill one of these birds if you're a weird little freak. Why do you want COVID?
I think it's just like maybe she wants the pity, or it's weird because I thought my brain jumped to like, oh, she wants to get out of work. She wants a mild case of COVID so she doesn't have to go to work. But she just was like, I don't even have to work. I just want COVID. I just want to hang out and have COVID.
Yeah.
Like,
Is she implying it's the immunity? Is that what she wants? What's the other bird though? Well, there's 2 birds. I know what one is.
2 birds. The other bird was that like she's already not hanging out in bed, and not doing anything. Yeah. Which again, I love to do, and I think that's great. But I like to do it while not having COVID.
I like being able to taste things. Like,
yeah, man.
I mean, British food is terrible, but
that's probably why.
Oh, that is probably why.
That's what it is.
It's like, because if she gets COVID, then she can eat the weird.
She can't taste her beans on toast, and that makes it better. It's more of a texture kind of
shoveling the beans into the mouth becomes a glorious experience. She doesn't have to taste them.
You can go to the bad kebab place, which is even closer to her house.
It's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
I would love to read farther into this for you. The independent website literally doesn't work. I paid $1 for this.
All right, so I think it's time, Justine.
Yeah, I
think
I'm going.
Everyone send Justine $1. She deserves it for this.
Yeah, at Kielbasa Garage, tipper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cash App is $. No, shut up. I don't even have that set up.
She takes it. I'll set it up for her. If you want to send her ETH, you send her ETH, okay?
This sounds like just Matt is trying to steal my tips. Like, I set it up for you.
I'll set it up for you for a fee.
They don't have an unsubscribe button.
No,
you're trapped.
They got you.
Okay, I am using my platform to say that I hate the independent.co.uk. They're terrible. And I would say like boycott them, but like none of you were subscribed. That wasn't happening. No. The Venn diagram of independent UK subscribers and the Succ listeners are circles on opposite ends of the earth. So
I would go so far as to say the Venn diagram of paywall people who can get behind the paywall of any publication.
That's true.
Other than like one really niche one, like the synth one that you subscribe to because you want to access the forums or whatever.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Something really general like that.
They literally won't let me. Every time
are they telling you to start off?
No, literally every time I hit payment and billing, it reloads to the front page.
That's smart. That's really smart.
Not all. Why don't we call on the hey, everybody tweet at the Independent.
Let
Justine her buck back.
Subscription.
Tweet at say cancel Justine's subscription.
Make it a hashtag thing. Make it trend.
Let Dome free. Free Dome.
This doesn't work.
Free Dome Chomsky.
Free Dome Chomsky from the yoke of the independent.co.uk.
That's a great hashtag.
I'll have to work on this when I'm not trying to record a show.
That's fine.
But I need you all to know I literally cannot unsubscribe from the Independent.
Good business model.
Yeah, they rock.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to transfer you to a new monthly subscription, and it's because Taco Bell has a new monthly subscription called the Taco Pass.
Okay.
And
now I fall on the opposite side of approval spectrum than I did for the independent on this. I'm all for this. Can you give me a little more detail about the Taco Bell subscription?
Sure can, because I looked it up. It's $10 a month.
Yeah.
And you get
Taco Bell
Jamie bought the fucking Taco Pass. So you pay $10 a month, right? And you get one free taco per day for 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do see. Listen, this doesn't work for me though, because I don't eat one taco at Taco Bell. I eat 5 tacos.
Is there like a backlog?
That's what I thought, but I don't think so. I don't think it works that way. You're entitled to
go on the 14th
taco.
and get 14 tacos.
No, yeah, which would be worth it, right? Because you'd be like, okay, well, I'll at least eat there twice or something. Yeah, that pays for itself, But no, I don't think you can do that. Though it was kind of hard to find that. The fact that it was so difficult to find that made me feel like there's no way that you can do that, right? There's no way that they're going to let you go on the 30th day and get 30 tacos for $10,
Right.
I'm reserving my judgment until I get clarification on the issue. The one and only time that I will have a nuanced opinion based on research.
But it sounds good. But you are allowed to get the Doritos tacos too, if you want. Okay. That's a redeemable thing. So that is a plus. That's a big plus.
And that sucks because the Doritos Locos tacos are like $4 or $5 now.
Wow.
Yeah, they're up there now. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's a good fucking deal. And I can eat. I'm not like Matt. I won't sit and eat 5 of the fucking tacos. I do usually eat 1 or 2. So it's like,
oh wow, look at you.
Yeah, I mean, if I get that.
Look at who can pace herself. What do you fucking do?
Well, to be fair, I guess I'm ignoring the fact that I eat 1 or 2 as an appetizer to.
There you go. She is Mexican, though, right?
Yeah, to the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
The two tacos act as a little hors d'oeuvre for me.
You ever make those yourself? They're so easy to make yourself, and they're amazing.
The only thing that sucks about making them is that generally you want one huge fucking tortilla and one slightly smaller tortilla, so you have to remember to kind of buy both. You can do it without having both, but it's just way easier. Yeah, you gotta. If you want to do it right, you gotta do both. You gotta get this either the tostadas or just like the regular hard shell, and you break them. Yeah, but, you can just take your like flour tortilla and like fry it or whatever. But
yeah, you can do that. If you want the full real experience, though, do it right.
Yeah. If you want Justine's respect, you have to do it
right. So who put the Obama used to say ISIS was the Joker?
I think I put that on, and then Phil sent it to the group chat. Okay. Just a moment. That's the one I didn't have ready.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this means. What the fuck does that mean? Obama used to say ISIS was the Joker, bro?
Okay. So yeah, it was a thing he used to say. And like the way that this reads is like, it's not that he said it once. It's like it says.
It was like a thing. It was a bit that Obama
advisors recall that Obama would cite a pivotal so he would do it. He was
occupying space in his mind palace. Sure. His mind bat cave.
I just love the idea of Obama working out a bit. He's like just not funny at all, and it's like everyone has to like kiss his ass, and he's just like, I don't know, they're like the Joker, right? What do you think? You think that's like gonna work?
He was like texting. He was texting Joe Biden, like I used to text you, like, is this anything?
Is this anything? Is this funny? And Joe's like, no, man, it's not really that funny.
What?
And he's like, no, I think it's funny. I think there's something here.
So I'm gonna read you just a little. I'm gonna read you just a little snippet, and I'm not doing an Obama impression. I can't do one. I'm sorry. If you want one, look to someone else. I'm not an impressions guy. Advisors recall that Obama would cite a pivotal moment in The Dark Knight, the 2008 Batman movie, just in case we forgot what The Dark Knight is, to help explain not only how he understood the role of ISIS, but how he understood the larger ecosystem in which it grew. And really quick, citing like a shitty movie from 2008 to explain how you understand something and the context of that thing is all I did in like my first year of college. So I'm really relating to Obama here. Like,
that's huge MCU guy energy.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's DC, but it's like, it feels, that's the same kind of energy. Like, that's the same guy where it's like, I can't understand geopolitics unless you make it about Endgame, Avengers or some shit. Please.
Yeah.
Ableism if you don't do that.
Yeah. Israel is just like Wonder Woman or whatever. I don't know. So what he would say is, there's a scene in the beginning in which the gang leaders of Gotham are meeting, the president would say. These are men who had the city divided up. They were thugs, but there was a different kind of order. Everyone had his turf. And then the Joker comes in and lights the whole city on fire. ISIS is the Joker. It has the capacity to set the whole region on fire. That's why we have to fight it. ISIS is the Joker is such a banger post. Like,
ISIL.
God, man, that's terrible. Like, hear that now.
Yeah, it actually, Willow actually pointed out, so the article actually does say ISIL, but I wasn't sure if that would be pronounced as like the same as ISIS, just like ISIL, or...
Yeah, I've never been clear on what
they just,
I'm actually supposed to call
it's
them.
all the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So like the way you're supposed to, I think you're supposed to call it Daesh if you're like, into that kind of thing, because that's like that's like the Arabic, like, derogatory term for them.
Right.
But ISIL, ISIS, all the same shit. Caliphate.
I think, over the course of like 20 years, we learned that much.
I didn't
actually.
I'm sorry.
Maybe what to call them and what not to call them.
I actually learned none of that. I'm really sorry.
That's okay. You're the tweets person. It's fine.
Yeah.
Keep the tweets coming.
I have my little tweets. That's what I do on the show. I have my tweets. Do you guys want to hear any more tweets?
We do. I mean, if you got one, I mean, I'm always for the tweets.
What if I just did that voice for an entire episode? I got some tweets for you guys. You want to hear some tweets?
Oh, no. Just muting you.
A recurring segment throughout a normal episode. Where as soon as you go into that voice, we know we're hearing a tweet, whether we fucking like it or not.
It's the tweet voice.
Yeah, it's the tweet voice.
Can
you guys ready for some tweets? Sorry, go ahead. I'm done now.
I gotta stop her. I gotta stop her with something that's somehow worse than that voice she's making. The Cryptoland intro
I wish
video.
Kim was here.
Yeah,
I wish Kim was here. She was really excited about this.
Kim sent this, and I watched the whole fucking thing from start to finish, and I rewatched parts of it.
I haven't watched it.
Oh no!
God,
what are your favorite parts?
My nose started bleeding when the giant coin started to sing.
Yeah, that was where it's like, no, they're not doing this. They're not doing this, right? And then it was like, no, they're doing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was working when she sent it. I watched probably the first 3 to 4 minutes. Willow hasn't seen it at all. Can you guys please enlighten us exactly what we're talking about?
Matt, please.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
Actually doesn't have the personal strength.
I don't, dude. I can't.
So it's some kind of project, which looking a little bit into it, I can't tell how real it is. I mean, it seems like they were actually trying to make this happen, but I couldn't tell that they actually purchased the island or what happened. But the whole idea...
I thought that they said that they did. Sorry. I thought they said that they bought it. Yeah.
They did show in the first couple of minutes the island in Fiji that they did buy.
Yeah, they purchased it.
So they purchased for like $500,000, I think they said, or something like that. Right. Mm-hmm. But they're parsing the island out into different areas, and they're going to be cryptocurrency themed. It's like a cross between like a theme park for crypto and also like a rich people hangout spot / country club that you can buy a parcel of land on. And there's like I think it was like 60 61 acre lots that they're all just identical, like along the bridge of this island, and then they're just like identical, like new construction homes. That's what it seemed like. That's how they were displaying it via their very poorly animated, like, I don't want to call it a Pixar film, but something like that. That's what they were going for. The voice acting is absolutely fucking atrocious. I mean, it sounded like it was like you get better audio quality on this fucking podcast with a bunch of morons on it than you get these fucking people with professional voice actors. At least I think they're professional.
The weirdest thing to me about the singing thing too, they all sang and none of them were good at it.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you get somebody who could like maybe sing a little bit? Like,
if you know they're going to sing, why don't you get a voice actor who can sing? There's plenty of them.
Yeah, if you had enough money to hire voice talent for, to at least.
And buy an island in Fiji, by the way.
Yeah, right? You skimp on the voice acting, though? That's where you skimp?
And the animation. And like right before the animation played, the dude who was presenting it was just like, and the animation is so good. I'm like, who are you trying to convince? Because I'm not. It's bad, like it's glitchy, and it's just like the most insufferable thing I think I've seen
terrible
in months.
So
whole months.
I have a thought that's been rattling around a little bit in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, that's never good.
It's not. I'm going to tell you now. It's not. Sorry. It's just the one in there, by the way. It's just
gotta get it out, Justine.
like a kernel of corn bouncing around in a giant bucket.
Yeah, it's like the day after they hold one of those guess how many jelly beans are in the jar, and like they've emptied out the jar, but like a couple like stayed in the bottom because it was like really hot out, so they just sort of melted to it. That's what's going on with my thoughts. But so I'm not saying anything about crypto libertarians.
Okay.
Because I assume that they're libertarians who were doing this. It stands to reason.
Yeah.
It's a little weird that they're opening the crypto island so soon after the closing of Little St. James Island. It's just a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thought that I've had rolling around in my brain. Why do you guys need a little island? What are you guys going to do on the island? Other than the crypto guys, who's going to be on the island? How old are they?
Yeah. Got a lot of rich people. Rich people on islands don't have a great track record.
Yeah. We need to shut down the rich person island trade until we get a better handle on the situation.
Just banning that?
Yeah. I don't like it. That's all I had to say about that.
My personal favorite, as a person who follows crypto to some degree, my favorite part of it was how they managed to force every single dead, dying, and bloated, long dead meme that they could into this fucking video. Every single one. Like, none of them funny, I promise you. And just like shoved in there, like the song, like one of the songs, I think there's like more than one song, but the main song is literally just the song from Grease, but like it's the key is different.
Wait,
and like it's off by one note.
As a big Grease head, which song from Grease?
The like, isn't that's from Grease, right?
Yeah, that is.
You're the one that I want.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah.
It's just, it is literally that
songs
song.
from Grease, and I was personally imagining, tell me more.
Yeah,
so,
this is huge.
That's the song from Grease to me.
No, that's you have such New Jersey energy, it's insane. I can't. I was obsessed with Grease.
I loved Grease. Fuck off.
Yeah, okay. Of course.
It's a timeless classic musical coming of age story.
Fucking freak.
The video, it was just such an assault on your senses. I didn't even remember that song until you reminded me. Like my brain blacked it out.
I couldn't stop listening. I was like, this is literally this is the song. And then they changed like one note in like the end or something, like two notes, And I'm like, oh, that's how they're not paying royalties. It's like they even do the ooh part. Like it's just that. It's like they didn't even change that.
There was a shitcoin joke.
Yeah, there's a shitcoin joke. Yeah, there was like a hut that was made of shit that they like panned to, and they're like, shitcoin.
This shitcoin. I was like, fuck, man. Willow, you gotta watch it.
I do, but that's the thing is like I know all of these are bad things, but these things all seem to really appeal to the kind of guys that they're looking to get on Crypto Island.
Yeah,
like
true.
That makes it feel more legitimate than anything to me is the fact that like there are a bunch of like shitty old memes and shit that like would really appeal to like Elon, or a guy like him.
Or worse than him, Elon dick riders, which are much worse than him.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's true. Like I've been saying this, like crypto, it's made a lot of the worst people very rich, like awful people that you would, like there's regular awful rich people. But then there's like people that like just shit, like, people deserve more money, but not these people. Like
it's given money to Reddit is the problem.
A lot of Reddit people and
they shouldn't have never let Reddit have money. I think
not internet money because they wanted their real internet money instead of the fake internet money. And that's how we got crypto. Yeah. You heard it here.
Do you think when they're buying a monkey JPEG and they're like, take my Ethereum, good sir. You've won the blockchain today.
Hey, Kima lady.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the thing. That makes it seem more legitimate. Like I really want to believe this thing. And again, I haven't seen more than a couple seconds of it. I really want to believe that it's going to turn out this was just like two people came up with this whole thing and it was a performance art thing to sort of like, I don't know, some sort of weird entrapment thing that's funny and not like a legal thing. But like
to catch your Redditor.
They just lock him up. Get on the fucking ground. He's on a shitcoin hut. He's just like, she was 18. I thought she was 18.
Have a seat.
That's great.
The hologram of the girl just goes away. It's a fucking cop.
You thought she was a 1,000-year-old vampire. However, she was one of our highly trained undercover agents. I'm glad I'm drinking on the podcast again.
You got your candy bars.
That was amazing.
Well, let's hope they catch plenty of Redditors.
Yeah. Shut the whole fucking thing down. Carpet bomb.
So Matt, as our only white male today, did jump on the position of transition guy, but I do have to do just one, because it's really important to me. Our dear absent host Kim has laid a task at our feet, and we are coming to the close of the show, and I think it's important that we honor her wishes. She sent us a document and sworn us to our honor of not having viewed it up until this moment. I don't know if everybody else has it open.
Just opened it up
just now.
So I've read a lot of things today. I'm only going to read this very, very short intro, and then I'll pass it off to whoever has it open next. Okay. So Kim has sent us an open letter to Sucksters and Suckettes around the world. And again, she has referred to this as her manifesto. So I'm very interested to see what she's got to say. My fellow American, please imagine this in Kim's very cool New York accent and her cool-ass voice. Again, not an impression guy of me. Can't do it. Sorry. Imagine Kim. My fellow Americans, attached is my vision for the future of this great nation and every lesser nation, the whole wide globe, world, earth, planet around. Blessed be the Suckster who hears these words, for they, them, shall receive everlasting life. Please take turns reading from this important and most holy of documents. Failure to do so will result in fiery damnations. Indeed, damnations is plural. In total, there will be 101 damnations, so don't fuck this up. Someone like to take it from there?
You've never met a celebrity before, but there he is, Ben Shapiro. He charms you immediately. 5 feet 4 inches tall. He's hopping up and down, sprinkling a fine, glowing dust in your face. Why do you have 5 feet? You ask nervously. A tinny laugh bellows as best it can through his miniature windpipe. More Shapirtos for your pleasure, beautiful. He winks and leaps from your shoulder into your bosom, planting his 5 feet in a perfect circle around your most sensitive areola. One at a time, his microtoes begin kneading your buds. Doesn't that feel nice, precious? You nod your head slowly and drift into a deep relaxation as his 5 feet start tapping rhythmically. Your breastular flesh is jiggling like porcelain-colored jello with every slap of his size 05s. Your flaccid nipple grows erect, stinging as though its erogenous spout were smeared with eucalyptus. But you love the pain, and the more it hurts, the more you fall in love, the more the charm is working.
Matt, do you want to take it?
Sure, yeah. Thanks for this, by the way. How did a little boy like you get such talented tootsies? You asked shyly. His tinny laughter delights your ears once again as his Shapirosoles fuck you, Kim, increase his slapping speed. Survival of the fittest, he says, beaming. That's the infinite wisdom of our celestial Father. Truly, I tell you, his Holy Spirit does rove about the discus of the earth. And yeah, though the 5-foot Shapiro walks through the valley of the shadow of death, he will fear no evil. For the evolutionary hand does pick him up and place him on the narrow road to life. And in his heart, he is the biggest boy of all. He puffs his chest as his little face swells with pride. His poto vibrations become more violent. Your entire breast seems to phase in and out of physical space, waves of pain and pleasure mingling among each return. Can this really be happening, you say aloud? Unable to stop your thoughts from flowing into tender words, has his 5-footed punk rock intellectual really chosen mine juicy vessel to tease? He's floating in front of your face, eyes wide and getting wider, stretching beyond what's possible. His form twists and wanes with the peaks of your psychic rapture. You feel all 25 microtoes prod your bottom lip to open your mouth. He dances upon your teeth to the rhythm of the eternal hymn, Semi-Charmed Life by the Third Eye Blind. Its pop sensibilities irradiate from your 1,000-petal crown, Sarasrata. Saharas, I have no fucking idea. Thank you. Shooting modern rock vibrations deep inside your quivering root, Muladhara. His tinny laughter, 5 octaves higher than Stephen Jenkins' mellifluous brocals, awaken you from this sonic bliss. Ash, you want to take it?
Sure.
Jesus
fucking Christ. Can you hear it novitiate? Is that correct? Like what? All right.
Wow, Justine doesn't know now.
I don't know that one.
He speaks to you tenderly. Do you hear his celestial wailing? And riffing, you exclaim, eager to impress your teacher. He smiles warmly. You are yet a suckling, and you wish to impress me? Yes, teacher. Just tell me what I must do to gain your favor. His Shapit stopped tapping. The healing tones of America's favorite San Francisco-based post-grunge quartet vanish. It doesn't take long for human frailty to find you. What's this dull world of monotone and cognitive sickness? Anxiety, a deep, aching sadness, fear and existential dread. This can't be normal life, can it? Are Ben Shapiro's toes really that enchanting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherhood is the most impressive act of all, he says. A good mother is like the soil. You notice his voice deepening. She's humble. She's walked on, submissive. His voice is deeper than you thought possible. But in his humble soil, the biologically male man shakes his tree and deposits his seed. You feel all 5 of his legs stretch and wrap around the top of your head, forming a hand that grabs a clump of your hair. His micro toes massage your scalp. My lady, he says solemnly, if you will accept my seed, you will become as the soil.
Fuck my life, dude.
I'm going to read one more paragraph. I love this.
Okay.
You remember the fine glowing dust Ben sprinkled in your face. What was that about? Are you on some kind of drug? No, it can't be. Ben Shapiro's size 05s are stronger than any entheogen you've ever taken. They're a shamanic ritual, a cult, a religion, a god. He sprinkles more dust in your face. You decide to accept his seed. Justine, you should close out.
Yeah, finish us off, Justine.
All right. I will happily finish all 3 of you off.
Top us off. Come on.
Yep. All right. Can I name the child, you ask? No. I've already picked their names. Their names? I'll have more than one. I will have 2 children, and their names shall reflect the merit of their father as he has commanded. These biologically male man sons I will name Facts and Logic. You are on your back. You feel your children squirming inside you. There is a single, quarter-sized red LED casting scarce light into the room. Sing to me, Ben. His tinny laughter delights your ears. Why should I sing? He says. When I can put these Shapir toes to work. His bare Shapit again slap and tap upon your teeth to the rhythm of holy song. Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Your children claw at your belly. You could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living in. Their 10 feet and 50 toes rip your abdomen open. And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand. Ben takes the children and smiles at you. Their forms twist and contort until they've phased out of this world, clicking and screeching and whistling. Free of his intoxicating 05s, the horror of what's transpired washes over you. But, Ben, you stammer, you eviscerated me with facts and logic.
Oh. Well, I don't think we could end any better, really, with this beautiful piece of literature that we've had thrust upon us.
Thank you so much,
It was,
Cam.
it was definitely thrust.
There's a lot of thrusting going on there, I think.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps
Size
it was
05s was really getting me the whole time. Also, I know I've said like 9 times on this episode alone that I'm not an impressions guy, but I couldn't resist the Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
It's the one voice I can do.
You did a really good job.
Thank you so much. It's the only one I got.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back again next week.
Bye.